For me, doing things my mind and body don't need just adds another problem on top of the ones I already have. Sometimes we all want an escape, but truth is that escape can come with way bigger cost. Just before adulthood or when we just enter it, we experiment a lot of new things, and our curiosity often brings us to make choices which are not ideal for ourselves, and the people we hang around with can either influence us positively or negatively. We can agree that the first few times we ever touched alcohol or smoke was because our friend did it, and we wanted to stay a part of the group without being judged. A lot of people go to bars, clubs, just because they want to stay in touch with other people, and that's what having fun is supposed to be. But the moment you distance yourself from those kinds of things, no matter what the substance is, you will start to be questioned about why you're not doing it, what's up with you. You will think that it's not even normal to be the only one who want to have control over his life. For some people, including me, it's not really a thing. Some of us grew up with family problems around substance use and addiction. Just like any guy celebrating his 13th birthday, I went to the club for the first time with my best friend, and overall I had a good moment, even if I don't remember most of the night. I'm not saying you can't have some experience. This video is about why, as an individual, I choose not to follow some of society's standards and decide to stick to a fully sober lifestyle, even if being autistic comes with its own challenges and I can end up really exhausted at some point. Deep down, I'm pretty sure you know that it's not something that's gonna help you forever. If it's just to force yourself to fit in and you consider that it's the only way to feel better and social, it will be better to stop for good before it destroys you both mentally and physically. I've always been an overthinker, and because my brain works differently with both ADHD and autism, everything seems to be amplified. My emotions can go from 0 to 100 so fast, and self-regulation often feels like climbing uphill. When I lose that regulation, it doesn't mean just being a little distracted. It can spiral into things like impulsive decisions, anxiety, overstimulation. The thing is, my brain already has this natural tendency to get hooked on things. If I had drugs on top of that, it's almost like literally pouring fuel on fire. That's why self-regulation and control is so important to me. They aren't just nice skills to have, they are survival tools. Choosing sobriety is one of the ways I protect that balance. For me, it's not about being boring, it's about giving myself the best chance to stay steady in a brain that's already wired to run on overdrive. The combination of autism and ADHD makes life colorful and creative, but it also means I have to be extra mindful about what I let in. Sobriety is just one of the boundaries and accommodation that helps me stay grounded. This is something we all have to consider when it comes to drinking, smoking, or honestly any kind of substance. You can get caught in it way easier than you think. Just take a second to imagine how much money, for example, slowly disappears over the span of a year. Hundreds, sometimes thousands, just gone. And what do you really get back from it? The short hit of dopamine, the illusion of relief, followed by the crash. That's the evil trap of addiction. It convinces you that I only feel something when I'm high, or nothing else can help me. And once you believe that story, it's so hard to break free. Because it's never enough. You always need more. And you always have to come back to reality. At first, sure, it can feel like it helps. You escape for a little while, you cope, you fit in. But the longer it goes on, the more the negatives piles up. Regret, anxiety, financial sabotage, health problems. And the thing is, this goes way beyond just some side effects. It becomes a full curse, a cycle that eats away at your energy, your peace of mind, and your future. I understand why people fall into it. Some of us carry deep trauma, some are lonely, some just want to numb everything, and I get it. I've been there myself. I had my stoner days, I had my drinking phase, and at the time I thought it was fine. But when I look around and someone in my family and people I care about is still trapped, still fighting the same battle years later because addiction had taken over them, I realize how dangerous that path really is. I knew I didn't want that for myself. The moment you lose your ability to control your own mind, it comes with so many downsides you can't predict, and that's what scared me the most. You never truly know what's coming later. Addiction doesn't just rob you in the moment, it steals your future in ways you can't see until it's already too late. The one thing that drives most of us toward numbing ourselves isn't really the substance, it's the pain underneath. It's the inner struggles, the anxiety, the depression, the loneliness, and honestly, it makes sense. When your mind feels heavy all the time, when you feel misunderstood or out of place, of course you'd want to reach for something that makes it quieter, even just for a little while. But something I've had to learn is you don't have to go down that road. You don't have to numb yourself just to survive. There are healthier ways. Depending on where you live, the type of help available can look very different. If you're in a big city, you might have easier access to therapy, group support, or doctors who actually understand what you're going through. But if you're out in a more isolated place like a rural area or somewhere without good transportation, I get that it feels impossible. But even there are options like online therapy, support groups, even just reaching out to people in communities who get what you're going through. It might feel small, but that first step is what prevents you from carrying unnecessary weight for years. And the truth is, you don't have to carry it forever. Sometimes external help is the only thing that can untangle what's happening in your head. In fact, it's the thing that gives your brain stability to start healing and building healthier habits. The path of numbing feels easier in the moment, but it never fixes anything. Facing the source of pain, getting help, talking about it, finding some tools, that's where real freedom starts. Now, this thing I'm about to explain is so simple, but also really mind-changing when you think about it. The whole point of substance use is to reach certain effects, right? Then it's 100% achievable by yourself. You need to laugh, go watch some memes, some funny videos, go to a comedy stand-up show. You need to feel relaxed, listen to some ambient music, lay down on a hammock, listen to the flowing water in nature. Need an escape feeling? Play your favorite video game. Go and travel somewhere you've never been before. Need dopamine? Take a long walk? Complete some task? Hug someone? You get the point. There are alternative ways to reach any desired effect.